I think what I'm gonna have to do is break down and actually just go buy some paint that is leather. This that is actually says leather on the bottle. Welcome back to the workbench where we try to make things. We're continuing to try to make today is Revell's Ford FD-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back that we are doing a lot different. If you'd like to get caught up on those differences, there's always a link down in the description to where you can get completely caught up to where we are. And where we are right now is actually working on the interior and starting to work on the interior paint or getting the colors squared away and all the bodywork finalized. So let's go ahead and pull the cab off. We'll move the bed structure out of the way. And then, well, we can kind of see where we're at so far. I've started laying in some of the body color on the interior, but let's go ahead and just pull the interior out and take a lot closer look at what we've got going on here. The first thing, just so you know, the first thing I had to do was finish kind of doing the body work. I guess we'll call it body work or interior work or upholstery work. I don't know what we want to call it on the interior itself. So I needed to add just a little bit more structure on the dashboard here, or the dash, dash structure, all this here. It needed to be filled out just a little bit wider to fill those gaps. So I just added more styrene to the end and smoothed it out. And I had to do the same thing for the seats, just trying to fill the seams on the seats just to smooth everything out, make it nice and clean looking. A lot of the stuff you might not necessarily see, but you might. You might necessarily see. So I want to make sure it's all nice and smooth and cleaned up. So this was what we've got so far. You can see also that I went ahead after kind of cleaning up the dash and whatnot, went ahead and gave it body color. Now, just as a reminder, the only thing that's going to actually be body color on the dash and on these door panels, which, by the way, the door cards actually gave another coat of color, and then everything got a clear coat also. And the only things that are going to actually be body color are this area right back here. And I don't know what you call this. It's the part of the dash where like the defrosters are and all that, that part past the dash pad, whatever that's called. I'm not even sure what that's called, but that's going to stay body color. Now the dash pad, I think, is going to go to the leather color, which I'm kind of testing out right here. And we'll look at that in just a second, but that's probably going to go to the leather color, along with on the door panels. This is all that's going to be, this upper part right here is all that's going to be body color. All this down is going to be leather. And then I think on the dash, in fact, I'll just go and pull it out. None of this is obviously glued together yet. On the dash, this will be, I think the dash pad is probably going to be leather. And then all this down is going to be black because the kick panels down here are going to be black. And the floor, the carpeting and whatnot is going to be black. This will all be body color. This will all be body color. There's a beauty panel we'll be putting in. All this will be body. So there'll be a lot of body color all out here. But on the interior, not that much body color. I'm trying to decide if I want to incorporate some body color into the center console, but I probably not, because I don't even know where to do it. But speaking of the center console, I went ahead and got it cleaned up, ready to go. And then I painted it with the next attempted color. So before we tried a color that we were going to use for the leather on the interior, and I thought it was too dark. I didn't really like how it worked out. So I'm trying this color here, which is actually, it's a Vallejo color, and it's an elf skin tone. And unfortunately, I think it's a little too skin tone, like it's too light. So I think what I'm going to have to do is break down and actually just go buy some paint that is leather. That is actually says leather on the bottle. I've been trying to avoid doing that because I've just been buying so much paint, buying so much stuff recently. I was trying to use a color that I have around, which I have tons, but I have nothing that works very well for leather. And what I did have that worked for leather is used it up. So I think I'm just going to have to go buy some more because I really don't like this color. I think it's too light. I mean, it looks like, man, this looks like something from Silence of the Lambs, and they built the center console out of skin tone. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I don't think I'm liking that too much. So I think I'm gonna have to go get some paint and repaint this. And again, on the center console, I think the only things that are gonna actually be leather on the center console are probably the armrest pad, probably the gear shift boot, maybe the knob, I guess, and then this pull knob here. The rest of this, I think, I don't know. I think I might just do black. I think I might just do the center console mainly black with some leather wrap. The padded kind of stuff, the soft goods, whatever you want to call that, will be leather. All the hard goods or all the ABS kind of stuff will be black, I think. I don't know. If you have a better idea, let me know down in the comments. Because the seats, which I have also been working on, and I did not paint because I needed to go back and smooth out. And I was going to show you something with this here in just a second, as far as using your primer as a guide coat. I'll show you some good examples on this, but this is all just going to be leather wrapped, I think. Maybe this down here will be black, like the this structure we actually built to make these seats work with this work with the F-100 instead of the Bronco. But maybe all that'll just get painted black, and then everything else I think is going to be leather wrap. Maybe this back, well, it really doesn't matter. I said maybe this back netting could be black, but you are not going to even ever be able to see it, so I don't think it matters. We'll just paint it all leather wrapped. But I did have to do some more, again, whatever you want to call it, body work or upholstery work, if we want to, however you want to say this, on this seat. And in this one area right here, we have a great example of the use of primer as a guide coat. So I've left it. I didn't go ahead and re-body work and then fill. So I did the body work, I primed it, and then I started sanding it back. And you can instantly see a low valley here. So see where it's gray there. So when I take a sanding stick, better known as a fingernail file, but when I take a sanding stick and sand this with, in other words, with a flat block, so use any kind of sanding block, whatever that happens to be, sanding stick, fingernail file, an actual sanding block, whatever it is, and come in here flat, it'll give me a guide of where the low point is, so I can see that I have a high point here, and it's low here. I need to fill. But right above that, you can see we have the opposite. We have low point, high point, because when I'm sanding with that stick, I'm hitting that high point. So here I know I just need to keep sanding down. I can probably get this down to be smooth. Or it'll start to show a valley right here. But I know I need to keep working it. So I thought this was a great example. Now you use this more obviously on when you're working with body work you've done on some of the bodies. It's more important, I guess. But I do want to get these, like this stuff is going to stand out, especially the stuff up here in the interior. So I want to get it really nice and smooth. This stuff's going to stand up right into the windows. And then this is going to stand out when you look through the window at this side. Obviously, this side you won't see so much, but I still want everything to be perfect. So I'll body work both sides to make sure that it's all correct. Because you're going to see it. So to me, especially on this build, even that interior stuff like that is just as important to make sure and get right. And then again, using the primer as your guide coat really helps out to get it perfect, to get it right. So anyways, whoops, sorry, I think I just hit the mic there. Anyways, that's where we're at right now with the F-100. We're getting there, I guess is the best way to put it. At least we have some actual body color in. I think I finally decided just bite the bullet and go buy some leather paint. So that I can actually get the right color I want because I want it to be natural leather too. Like I don't want it to be black leather or something. I want it to be a natural leather color. So I'll have to just go get that. And I've got to get the seats finished anyway, so that's okay. Gives me time to go get the paint. I think the local hobby shop will probably have it. I don't think I'll have to order it, so that'll be good. But anyway, so that's kind of the direction we're going there. The other thing I wanted to mention too is I've started working on the body work, or finishing the body work. So I'm still working on getting that smoothed out. It should be pretty well finished. The other thing that I wanted to get right, and I wanted to if you notice, I finally primered the hood. It had been unprimed. And now we can really see our gaps. So let me make sure you can see how perfect this gap is all the way through to the front, and then how there's a little bit off on this gap. Let me make sure you can see it. A little bit off on this gap. It's a little bit wider gap here. So I'm going to have to work that. So we're going to make sure and get this gap to look exactly like this gap, because I want it to be as even a gap as these fake ones for the door, right? I want everything to be the same. And then when we make sure I put this in the correct way. When I get the what is this called? The grill structure all placed in with the lights and all that. I want to make sure all that is perfect. So this, if you remember right, we built in all this structure here didn't exist. Like we created this. In fact, let me pull it out so you can see. We built all of this structure here, which looks, that actually looks really good. I just think we didn't, we need to fix this gap here. And I think when we put in I think one of the things we need to do is when we put in the inner fenders, I need to work this down a little bit so it'll sit a little flatter. But anyways, we just got to work this gap to be as perfectly clean as this gap. So that's where we're at with the F-100. Let me know what you think. I think we're making good progress. We're actually getting close. It's all the little things now, right? We've done the big bodywork parts, which was mainly back here on the bed. We got all that big stuff done. Now it's all the little tedious things, and it just takes time. Doing these gaps, it takes time. Doing all the little bit of body work and stuff, all the little tedious stuff, it takes time. So we're making progress. I know it's slow progress. I know you guys probably want to see it go faster. I definitely want to see it go faster, but I'm going as fast as I can with doing it exact, I think is the best way I could say it. But anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments so far on the F-100. How much faster would you like to see it go? Let me know down in the comments down there. If you want to keep up with it, hit the subscribe button. If you've actually enjoyed this, hit the like button or the don't like button. If you didn't like it, that's fine too. I always like to see what people think. I like to hear what you think down there too, but do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I've got gaps to fix. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.